Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. So today we're going to talk about something a little bit different, something I saw on Twitter. As a veteran, I pay attention to our military when things come up, and I saw a lot of people on Twitter sharing this photo that was posted officially by the United States Navy, and they were all confused. They're like, what's going on here? There's something, actually a few things, dramatically wrong with this photo. And yet, this was issued as an official photo by the United States Navy on their official Twitter account. And if you don't know, if you can't tell right away, I'll just go ahead and drop a couple hints on this photo. This photo was posted, and the scope is on backwards. And it looks like that the front lens cover is down. And it also looks like the rail, the front handguard rail, is not set correctly into the ring. For the rifle, and he's firing on full auto, it looks like, which is fine. Firing on full auto is fine, but he's got that chicken wing up, and there's just a lot of issues with this photo. But primarily, it's the scope being on backwards, because if you look through a scope backwards, everything you're looking at looks to be like ants. So there's no way this could possibly be a real photo of anyone who's competent enough to draw oxygen that they would be firing this. This is just not, something is wrong here. And so people have been questioning, why is this going on? And then the United States Navy quickly took the photo down because it was generating so much hoopla on Twitter and other places. They quickly took down the photo and didn't say anything else about it. So everyone today is like, well, what's going on? But then today, now, before we get into this, let me dive into conspiracy land. Let me dive into the realm of the unknown. I may be wrong about everything else I'm about to say on this. I don't think I am. You let me know at the end how I did. Our world's kind of upside down right now, if you haven't noticed. But we find out today that the person firing this weapon is the captain of the USS John MaCain. His rank is commander, so he is basically the Army equivalent of a full bird colonel. And, he's out there firing this weapon aboard, apparently, the USS John MaCain. Now, if you've ever hung around my channel, you know what I think about old John McCain. My personal opinion, now the official story, I have told people long. John McCain bombed his own aircraft carrier. Now, don't tell me I'm wrong on this. I know what the official story is. There's all kinds of videos and animations out there about what exactly took place aboard the USS Forrestal that John McCain was stationed on during the Vietnam War. But you talk to the sailors who were on board that ship, they will give you a completely different account of what took place. John McCain bombed his own aircraft carrier. He was sitting on the deck. His plane was sitting on the deck. He was in the cockpit, and he dropped live armed ordnance on the deck. It's only disputed in the official narrative, but we all know how the official narrative, tends to go these days. The sailors on board that ship, the USS Forrestal, give it a completely different account. And it's been long, my opinion, that John McCain is a traitor to this country. He's the only reason he got into the Navy as a pilot was because his daddy was an admiral at the time. He had no business being a pilot. He couldn't pass the test. He got past all of the things all the requirements that he needed to do to be a pilot because daddy was an admiral. And so you get certain privileges. We know how that works in this country. We know how that's worked all throughout history. And so that's how he got to be a pilot. And I don't hold old Johnny in high esteem. Now, let's go back to our photo. Here's this commander. Just my opinion again. I may be completely wrong. He's the commander of the USS John McCain. He is at the position of a full bird colonel, which is pretty high. And most likely he's been told that, listen, you're not going to progress too much further from here. This is the end of your career. And he probably, let's just say, because most people who are in the Navy, who are at maybe his peer level, usually they lean a little bit right wing. And with the current administration in power today, at the regime, you have been told you're not going to progress much further. And so, let's look forward to retirement. You can look forward to your retirement. And then he gets the call, let's just say, I'm just supposing here. He gets the call, hey, listen, we need some photos submitted to for the official United States Navy for our Twitter account. Can you send us some photos from the USS John MaCain? Sure, I'll be happy to do that. Guys, it has long been tradition in the military as a whole that when you do things like this, that everyone knows when they look at the picture that something's wrong here. It's a protest. It's a protest. That's how you explain this photo. This is how you explain this. It's a protest. No commander in their right mind would look through a backward scope with the lens cover on and fire full auto. He knows what he's doing. Old chicken wing up there too, by the way. He's doing this on purpose. He's probably at the end of his career. He's drawn the short straw of having to serve on the old USS John MaCain, the guy who everyone in the Navy knows, if you know, you know, who bombed his own aircraft carrier. I mean, what would be worse, serving on the USS Bill Clinton? This is his career. He's ended his career serving on the USS John MaCain, and he's going out showing his protest. If I'm wrong about this, I'm wrong about this, but I don't think I'm wrong. No one puts a photo out like this, even jokingly, in the military, unless they're doing a protest. This is a protest. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. You tell me I'm wrong. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Hey guys, check out our merchandise, teespring.com. You can find our best-selling shirt, Stupid Should Hurt. If we had more hurt in this world, we'd have an awful, awful lot less stupid. John McCain knows the meaning of stupid should hurt. You can also find our shirts, Farm Fresh Butt Nuggets. Link in the description below. Check those out. All right, guys. See you next time on the Homestead. Bye. Have you ever gone to a health food store and seen all those small bottles of probiotics in your cooler section? Man, can they be pricey. Are you really getting all you need to improve your gut health from those expensive bottles? How viable are they? Most of those products claim to give you between 8 and 15 strains of gut-healthy healing bacteria. Think of each strain of bacteria as a different factory in your gut. Each factory is responsible for breaking down that food in its own way. The more factories you have, the more the food is broken down and the easier the food is absorbed and digested by the body. A 2018 study published by the National Library of Medicine shows that one fermented head of cabbage can produce up to 114 strains of beneficial bacteria. That's a lot more food factories than you're getting from that expensive pill bottle. And that's just cabbage. Imagine the probiotics when you add garlic, onions, pepper, and more to that ferment. PerfectPickler.com and its home fermentation kits provide you with everything you need to get started making your own gut-healthy food factories from the comfort of your own kitchen. PerfectPickler.com even provides a jam-packed recipe book with many of our kits. Visit PerfectPickler.com and start fermenting your own veggies to begin your journey to better gut health. That's PerfectPickler.com.
Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of an American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.